and welcome to Brad Appétit. I am on location again today because I am going to try out the item that just dropped today. I could have got it yesterday, but I didn't pre-order. And I'm not kidding. Kind of like GameStop, Taco Bell decided to do an item that you could pre-order and get early. It was a mystery item, but you had to pre-order it. You didn't even know what it was. And it's very strange, but I'm going to be trying the new Quesalupa. That's right, America, where you can pre-order weird taco things. The new Quesalupa. I think it's like a chalupa, but there's cheese in the shell. It's crazy. I like Taco Bell. You like Taco Bell? Before we dig into that, let me tell you about what's happening this week, because it's actually a pretty exciting week. There's some pretty sweet games that we're going to be playing this week. Starting tonight, kicking it with Crispy, not me. 8 p.m. Central Time. He's going to be playing. He's going to be trying to finish up Oxenfree, which is that weird indie horror game where you're walking and talking, but then weird shit starts happening. And after that, if he finishes up, he's going to be dipping his balls into Darkest Dungeon for the real first time, which should be interesting given that it's Crispy and that game really lays on the stress. On Tuesday, Tea Time with George at 3 p.m. Central Time. He is playing one of my all-time favorite games. I believe for the first time ever, Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. That's a great fucking game. Show up and chat, give him some tips. I know he was maybe struggling his first time with that game. You know, point him in the direction of the Boots of Blinding Speed. Now on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Time, we're going to be doing the podcast, going to be talking about all the crazy games coming out. But if you show up a little early, starting around 6:30 p.m. Central Time, me and Nolan, we're going to be playing some co-op game. We're still kind of maybe thinking about what the ultimate co-op game is to stream out. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, leave it below. He suggests Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time, but I'm not sold on that necessarily. I'm looking for something a little more creative. Anyways, on Wednesday, Nolan, starting at about 8 p.m. Central Time, he is going to be playing the Dying Light expansion that he's very excited about, The Following. That's the one where it's like big and open and you get a car and you got to maintain your car. It actually kind of seems a little bit like State of Decay or whatnot, but he seems really into that. And I think other people are going to be playing with him, other community members like staff. I think there's a lot of people on the site who are pretty psyched about that game. So I think maybe Crispy will be playing, or Nick, and Jager. I don't know. Should be interesting. And let's see. On Thursday, I'll be playing, probably starting around 5 p.m. Central Time, maybe earlier, maybe 4 p.m. Central Time. I'll be playing some XCOM. Pretty psyched about that. Definitely show up and give me some moral support while I try to survive in this new harsh world of XCOM. On Friday, Nick, starting at 9 p.m. Central Time, he will be playing Firewatch, which is the hot new indie joint, which nobody knows a lot about. It's like a mystery, kind of. Show up, see what that's all about. And on Saturday, you might see any number of us. You might see Chris Davis. You might see Ed. I think Chris is going to be trying to play some XCOM here and there when he can on the feed. But that's pretty much going to be it for this week. So let's dig into this Quesalupa, which, by the way, it's not like one of the other combos where you get like 2 chalupas or gorditas or whatever. It's one Quesalupa in a combo. So I think this thing is pretty big, or they're pretty high on themselves. And it's, of course, one of those Taco Bell combos where you buy a taco and for a side you get a shittier taco. You know, that's the one thing that I sure would wish they'd figure out at Taco Bell, because a shittier taco is not a good side for your delicious taco. It doesn't make a lot of sense, you know. You get fries with burgers, you know, there's always a side at other places that makes sense. Taco Bell, they need to figure something out, you know. You go to a Tex-Mex place, they give you rice and beans. I don't think Taco Bell can really do that. Anyways, let's take a look at this. The Quesalupa. It's a nice little sleeve. And it kind of looks like a chalupa, but the shell is a little softer. I think I know why. Let's take a bite. Oh, no, you know what? Before we do this, let's drizzle on some of that hot sauce. You know what I'm saying? Some of that salsa. Have some kick. Add some kick, some flavor. Alright. I like spicy things. Even though the salsa here is pretty, hot sauce here is pretty weak. Alright, let's take a bite. Check that out. Well, you know, the pictures on the side of the building are like pulling the quesalupa apart, and there's like cheese stretching like a goddamn mozzarella stick. That's not really happening here. I can taste it. They definitely have, there's like a meltier, chewier cheese that I'm tasting in my bite. But I don't know. You know, it's kind of Taco Bell where they just mix and match the ingredients. Everything kind of tastes the same. I gotta say, I might even prefer a regular chalupa, or like a personal favorite, a cheesy gordita crunch, because it has that crunchier texture. Here, because of the cheese in the shell, it's a little bit softer and chewier, more along the lines of the consistency of the rest of the thing. It doesn't have those interesting textures, which I appreciate. But it still tastes pretty good. If you like Taco Bell, it's just not, they kind of built it up as something that maybe more than it is. It's not bad. It's not bad though. I'm gonna give the quesalupa 4 out of 5 ape tits. A little underwhelmed, but it's good. Diet Pepsi here gets a thumbs up. And I don't know, thanks for watching. I'm gonna eat my shitty taco after I finish my quesalupa. That one gets a 2 out of 5 ape tits, and that's gonna be it. Have a good week. Jazz fingers. This is how I'm gonna end my my videos in my car now, because I can't really do anything else. So just jazz fingers. Goodbye.